What a tremendous run you guys made a year ago. And as we were getting set to do this, I was thinking to myself, boy, you hit that huge home run against the Braves to end the regular season, and then the grand slam against the Phillies, two of the really great moments for you. As you think back on moments like that, what stands out to you?
It stands out a group of guys that was just rallying behind that moment. You know, it's just like how everybody came together to get to that position. You know, it was just like it was beautiful. It was pretty. It was fun. It was good to see the group that we had was like as tight as you could ever got.
And I think you guys felt it, but I think the whole city felt it. I think there was a buzz around town. And I wonder, so much changed when you moved into the leadoff spot. Mm-hmm. What changed for you?
Absolutely nothing. I felt like I was in a place where I was comfortable, but just like hitting second and third, I feel good. The only difference is I get to start things for the guys. Mm-hmm. You know, we're hitting second and third. You get put in a position where it's like it's time to drive in runs or make something happen. When I'm leading off, it's just about making something happen. I like being there for the boys.
Hey, first of all, congratulations to you and Katya, expecting your third child.
Yeah,
the boy this time.
Thank you. Yeah.
Anything different with the boy coming in with the beautiful girls that you got?
No, I think the only difference is going to be the boy is going to be Mama's boy. So the girls are mine, the boy is Katya's.
You say he's going to play zone defense. They're going from man to man with the two kids to a zone with three.
Yeah, we all got plenty of kids up here.
Yes.
Baseball-wise, in my career, I was notoriously a slow starter, and you get kind of ramped up. You have been as well at times, and then you come on. I think you don't get the recognition and I think the acclaim and credibility that you deserve because your season starts a little later sometimes to produce. Is there something that you work on? Is there anything that you can try to do to get off to a little bit of a faster start? Because I know it was really challenging for me.
Yeah, it's been interesting the past couple of years. Even in Cleveland, I had like a slower start every single year. I don't know if it has to do a little bit with my personality or if just tough luck. You know, yeah. I don't hit well in April. It's
the weather. The cold weather always was an issue for me. Is it an issue?
I think it's my eyes. You know, I wear contacts, so like. Maybe it's drying up my eyes a little bit because I know every year I even tried glasses at one point in the year, and I think that's something that I'm definitely going to be trying towards the end of the camp and then at the beginning of the year to see if just the glasses is going to help me to be in a much better spot because the eyes they do dry up, but it's not an excuse. You know, if I have a bad swing in April, I have a bad swing in April.
Right.
It is what it is. You know.
Yeah, but you always come on. Even your career numbers show. You're a great second half player. I just think you sometimes don't get the credit you deserve because it's a 162 game season, even if you start off a little bit slow.
100%. You know, it's a long year, and we all understand that. And we all kind of get groomed to be like that in the minor leagues, and then in the big leagues, like, hey, pace yourself. You build, you continue to build. At the end of the year, the numbers should be there. If you're
and listen, if it wasn't for a guy named Ohtani and a late season back injury that you had. You might have won yourself an MVP last year, despite the slow start. Go ahead, Joe.
I was pro MVP, by the way, because of the Gold Glove caliber defense that you put on top of how stellar you were at the plate. It was truly something special last year.
Thank you.
One of the things that you mentioned when Gary asked you about the moments that you had was the guys coming together, and that's what I wanted to ask you about. As a leader of this team, last year was special for you guys, but for us too to cover because you guys had such special chemistry. As you know, every year is a new year. You got to identify yourself from the start. Is there something that you learned from the team last year, and as you mature in this game and get older as a leader, that you can carry over to kind of facilitate that chemistry, or do you let those things kind of play out?
Well, chemistry is something that's going to get built over time. Sometimes you hope that you build it in spring training, and then throughout the year, it continues to get stronger. And sometimes it's an event that happens, you know, with a fight or something happens, you know, that guys are like, they all of a sudden they look behind and like, wait, he's behind me. Oh, he's behind me. Oh, man, you know what?
Galvanize you.
Yes. And I think last year, I can't really pinpoint a moment, but I know throughout the year there was moments where somebody would say, hey, you need to run. Or, hey, you need to make sure you're on top of the meetings. Or, hey, and I think that it's not just calling people out, but it's also being there for them, you know. And the group started doing that. The pitchers were doing that to the pitchers. The position players were doing it to position players. And it's not about mentioning and calling somebody out. It's about backing them up as well at the times when, when they're going through a tough time, you're there for them. When they're going through a good time, you're also celebrating their victories, and that to me, it's the easiest and the better way to build team chemistry.
Let's finish on this. It would seem that you're going to have a guy by the name of Juan Soto hitting behind you in the lineup. Does that change anything for you?
No, not really. I have to get on base and let him do what he does. It's just he's one of the best hitters in the game, and I think he's going to be fantastic whether I'm on base or not. But my job as a leadoff is to be on base, to get things going for the team, and let the big guys behind me do what they do.
Hey, it's great to visit with you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming up, spending a few minutes with us.
Yeah.
Have a great year. It is Francisco Lindor joining us here on Mets Hot Stove.